morning, everyone. This is Carla, and you have reached my FlossTube channel, Carla Being Crafty. Today is the first installment of my Adventures in Las Vegas vacation vlog. Today is Saturday. It is July 3rd. It's around noon. I just heard from my brother. They got a little bit of a later start than they were expecting this morning, but no biggie. We're on vacation, so it's, relax and take things at ease. So he is packing up the car, and so they're just about to get in the car and head towards me. They're going to make a quick stop at a CVS, I think, to pick up some medications and other little things, that we would want for the trip. I asked him to get me Q-tips because I realized while I was packing that I'm completely out. So he's going to get me Q-tips. And then they will be on the way here. So they're about half an hour down the road from me. So they should probably be here, I would say, in about an hour. And then we will be hitting the road and heading to beautiful Barstow, California to spend the night tonight. We're going to kind of all squish into one little motel room. Well, probably not little. There's, I think, 2 queen-size beds in there. So we'll squish into that room and have a pajama party tonight, and then hit the road again tomorrow and head out to Vegas, where we will be staying in Tahiti Village. So I will try and take you along for the journey a little bit. Baggy was giving me lots of cuddles this morning. Right now he's taking a nap, as cats do, about 20 hours out of the day. And I think he may know that I'm leaving because he recognizes that I have my suitcase out and stuff like that. But he's doing okay, chilling. So I have all of his extra food set up and everything, and then I have a friend who's going to be coming in to check on him regularly and replenish any food that needs to be replenished, give him some of his wet food, make sure the water's all full, that kind of thing. So and I did get a finish this week. I didn't do a lot of stitching. Actually, I worked on this almost monogamously. I did have one night where I worked on something else, but the rest of the time I worked on this. And so I wanted to show it to you guys because it's going to be going with her, and I won't have it to show you when I do my next regular video. So I did finish this Blooming Kitty by Just Another Button Company. So it's done on perforated paper, and the little kit included the buttons here. I just got lipstick on the back of the frame. Okay. So this is gonna go to my friend Marianne. I had those little stick-on letters left over from when I made the gift that I did for Logan. If you guys remember, I put his initials on them, and I had the letters still. So I thought that would be kind of cute just to add it to the little frame. And I put some pom-pom trim, which was kind of needed because it fit exactly, but so you could see the edges of the paper, and it didn't look as nice as I would have wanted it to. So hopefully Marianne will like this. She has a kitty herself, so I think she will like it. And just a little thank you gift for coming in and checking on my beast. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just do a little segment, and then hopefully I will remember to pull out the camera and kind of fill you in on some of the highlights maybe of the trip. I will definitely, when we get somewhere where I can kind of unpack, I will show you the projects that I brought. We are definitely going to be going to Stitcher's Paradise, so hopefully I can kind of show you guys that. I don't know how much I can film in there, but we'll see. And I may be meeting up with somebody in Vegas that you guys are all familiar with. I don't want to say anything more than that because I don't know if it's going to come to fruition. It depends on schedules and stuff, but anyway, hopefully you guys are having a great or had, because by the time you see this, that you had a very happy 4th of July, safe and sane and fun. And I will be back with you guys in just a second. Hey, I had to just jump back on here. It's really only about half an hour since the last time I came on, but I had to share with you guys the extreme nerdiness of my brother and my complete love for it. So whenever we're going on one of these trips, he sends me text messages to let me know like what stage they are in the leaving, and he does it as if we were going to, as if we were NASA and we're launching a rocket. So I get updates about, T minus whatever and how they have loaded the cockpit, and, it cracks me up. And I realize it is 150% nerd central, and I totally am living for it, and I love my brother so much, so I just have to say that. And when you see the Star Trek project, you will understand why it is so perfect for him, because he's that guy. Anyway, so we're I think they're just about to actually turn on the car. I think the last update was that everybody were doing bladder evacuations before commencing the trip. So I will be back in a few minutes for you guys. Bye. Hey everybody, we are in the car. We're actually stopped at a McDonald's so that the boys could use the restroom, but we are about an hour outside of Barstow, and Reagan and I have matching nails. Okay, so the first leg of our trip is done. We are here in the hotel room in beautiful Barstow, California. And here is Hudson, and is Reagan there? Yep. So we had a nice little drive. It didn't take very long at all for us to get to Barstow. And we're here, and here's our gorgeous view outside the window. So, yep, that's what Barstow looks like. It's about 105. So, but it's a very dry heat, as people say. It feels kind of like you're stepping into a baking oven. So, so we're just going to be here for one night, and then tomorrow we will be traveling on to Vegas and having a 4th of July celebration luau at night. So, see you guys. Hey guys, it's July 4th, and we have almost completed the second leg of our little trip. Tip for you guys, if you're in California and you're driving to Vegas, stopping halfway for the night and having a little hotel pajama party kind of thing was like the best decision we can make with kids.
Text message from Jade Khan.
It was really a good plan. But anyway, so we decided, because we are not in a rush, that we would stop at this art installation that's right outside of Las Vegas. It's called 7 Magic Mountains, and so it is, as I said, an art installation. I don't know how long it's been here. I have never heard of it before, but Stacy and the kids wanted to stop and see it, so we did. It's kind of hot out here, so my brother is walking the kids over to the installation, but I'm just gonna get out of the car and just take a little bit of footage so you guys can see it. Good morning, everyone. This is Carla, and today is Monday. It is July 5th, and we are on our first full day here in Las Vegas at the Tahiti Village Hotel on Las Vegas Boulevard, but it's like down at the end of the strip. It's not on the strip. So I thought I would just kind of pop on, show you guys kind of where we're staying. I can't really show you inside because, as usual, I'm up earlier than everybody else, so it's about 7:45 or so, and I got dressed, and everybody else is still way asleep. So I can't really show you inside, but I am out on the little balcony that we have right now. It is, as I said, about 7:45 in the morning. It's about 88 degrees. It's gonna be, I think, 111 today. But anyway, I'm gonna turn you a little bit so you can see there's our view of one of the pools. And we don't have that great of a view, but it is pretty out here. And I'm standing over the balcony, and I'm afraid I'm gonna drop my phone, so that wouldn't be good. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know where to look. My phone is different than it normally is. Okay. So I think the camera's over here, so I need to look over there, so I'm looking at you guys. But anyway, just a quick thing. We were planning on going to the luau yesterday. There was a big old snafu with that. Let me sit down. Okay, let's see if I can set this up because I have it kind of on one of those little handheld tripods. There we go. Yeah, so there was a little snafu in that we got here probably around 4 o'clock. We couldn't check in until 4, so we kind of took our leisure. We stopped at the rocks, which I showed you pictures of, and then we had to make a run to the pharmacy because Stacy left one of her medication sitting on her nightstand, so luckily we were able to get that kind of refilled, and she was able to contact her doctor, and we were able to pick up medicine, so that was good. And then we came here. There was a bit of a check-in problem. I wasn't in there, I was in the car with the kids. Stacy wasn't super happy with just the way they were treating her and just the attitude kind of thing, but you know, it could have been them being rude, it could have been Stacy being really overtired after being in the car with the kids for 4 hours, so who knows. But anyway, we finally got into our room and everything, and we got the tickets for the luau, and the ticket said 6 o'clock. The concierge had said that it started at 6:30, and so Stacy actually made a point to call downstairs, find out what time the thing started. They said no, it starts at 6:30. So you need to be there at 6:30. So we did that. Both Stacy and I have a bit of mobility issues in that, like, my knees yesterday were just toasted. I couldn't walk very far at all. And Stacy has the same sort of issues. So we drove over, and it took a little bit to find where the luau actually was. And walking into it was going to be quite a bit of a walk, so we kind of drove around. We found sort of like the back entrance where the performers were coming in, because it was an outdoor thing. It was just like in this big area kind of by one of the pools. And so we get in there, and we were like, it was 6:30 or 6:35, and we got in there, and I mean, it was a huge area. There were big tables, and it was full. And then there was like a shaved ice table, and it was like people were like lined up, and there was like something else on the other side. They probably also shaved ice, and there was a big line. And we stood there, and we're like, what are we supposed to do? So Aaron took the tickets, and he actually went through the whole place to go to the front, because I guess that's where people were actually supposed to check in. And he got there, there's a huge line, and you know, he didn't even have to say anything, but the person at the front was like, well, where are we supposed to sit? And the people who was working there was like, well, I'm sure you can find, you know, seats here and there among the tables. You know, you really needed to have been here early. It's like, well, we got there when they told us to get there, and we got there and there were no seats. Like, the 6 of us would have had to find different seats in different areas, and how would that have been fun for, you know, to put one kid over here and one kid over here, and a kid and child over, I mean, an adult and child over here, and then another. No, we weren't going to do that. That wasn't fun. It was an outdoor thing, of course, because it was a luau and it was super hot, which we're not used to. So it was forget it. So we got back in the car at this point. You know, we went back to the front desk, and Stacy was really nice. She was like, we need a refund on this, because she'd only paid for half of it because they were supposed to do the timeshare this morning. She's like, we need a refund. And they're like, why? And she's like, because we got there at the time you guys said, and there were no seats, except unless we wanted to split up our kids. And the girl was like, well, I see that you only paid for half. And she's like, that's right, so please refund that half and take us off the timeshare lecture tomorrow. And there's somebody behind me. Oh. Okay, yeah, so anyway, so we ended up going to Denny's, had a great time, and then came back, and Aaron and Stacy went out to see a friend of theirs who plays at a piano bar, and I stayed with the kids, and it was a great first evening. So other people are up, so I'm gonna cut this off here, and I will be back soon. Everyone, so I thought I would come out here and just show you guys the stitching that I brought, the projects. They have weird construction going. I did this once already, so I'm doing it a second time because the loud diesel machines turned off. But I did bring two projects with me. So I brought my Star Trek project, which is the 4 Star Trek casts that I'm putting on like one piece of fabric for my brother, and I just started working on that a little bit today. So that's where I am. I really have just this guy to finish in this cast, and then I can move on. So hopefully that will be accomplished this week. This is the first time I'm working on this. Granted, it's only Monday, so we've only been on the road, you know, since Saturday afternoon. And then Saturday, I didn't think I did any stitching yesterday, but then Saturday I worked on my Starburst and Stripes. This is the other project I brought because it's very, you know, 4th of July feeling, and so that gave me the 4th of July feels. And I worked on this a little bit on Saturday night in the hotel, and that is where I am on this. Oops. That's where I am on this one. This is like super fun to do, these like starbursts. So those are the 2 projects I brought. I don't know, we are going to Stitcher's Paradise maybe tomorrow or Thursday. So who knows, I may come back with more projects to work on, but I don't know. Definitely I'm going to be looking for a piece of fabric, and so excited about that. Today is going to be a pool day. Once we have lunch, we're going to make some deviled eggs and some meat wraps and stuff like that. And then, because this hotel is like suites and it has kitchen, you know, we have a kitchen. So we got food for like snacks and breakfast and lunch, and then we only have to worry about dinner. So we're gonna go to the pool with the kids today. Everybody's excited about that. And then tonight, Stacy's gonna stay in the room with the kids, and my brother and I are gonna have like a brother-sister date night. We're gonna go to, I don't know what casino yet, we haven't decided, but we're gonna go and get like a sandwich or something in a diner, and play a little bit slot machines together, because that's not something Stacy really likes to do, but Aaron and I especially enjoy doing it with him, with my brother. So we're gonna have kind of a brother-sister date night. Last night, Stacy has a friend who plays on Sunday nights in a piano bar here in Vegas. He's actually a cantor in the local synagogue. And he's a good friend of Stacy's. They met on a trip to Israel. It was like a youth group director trip kind of thing, when she was working as a youth group for the synagogue, or youth director for the synagogue that they went to. And so anyway, her friend plays in the piano bar here. So Aaron and Stacy went to go see him last night, had a fantastic date night, which I'm really glad that I could be here to watch the kids for them. And Hudson was already in bed before that happened. You can maybe hear that the construction thing just started up again, so I'm gonna cut it off. But yeah, so they had a date last night. Aaron and I are gonna have a date night tonight, and then I'll let you know what happens the rest of the week. But so far we're having a good time. So, good morning. Today's Tuesday, July 6th, and I don't think we're gonna be doing anything too exciting today to share with you guys. Last night my brother and I had kind of like a little brother-sister date. We went to a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant that did fresh ceviches, and we shared like a ceviche trio and a seafood cocktail. So it was really, really delicious, and we also felt kind of like we were being healthy because we're all trying to eat a little bit healthier, and we felt like we made really good choices, but it was still delicious and felt like indulgent. So that was fun. And then he and I went to the Luxor Casino for just under 2 hours to play a little bit of slot machines, just so I could get that tiny little bit of Vegas in. He and I found a sort of old school game that we played like 20 years ago or something when we came on a trip together, called Texas Tea. And we did what I feel we did really well. I had put some money in some not great slots before that, so I was down when we went into that one. But we started with $20. We ended up with $117. So we cashed that out, and then he put 20 back in, and because I started with 80, so my goal was to leave with at least 80. So we cashed out that 117. He put $20 in until we could actually take that ticket to the cashier, and we lost that 20. So when we cashed out the 117, I got my 80 back, he got his 20 back. We had $17.99 left, and our valet parking was $18. So he says we broke even. I say that we won and chose to use our winnings for the valet. So so I won and left with the same amount of money that I came with. So I think that was pretty fun and cool. As I said, I don't think we're doing anything super special today. Aaron and Stacy and me go out, and they used to play poker in tournaments and just like cash games all the time before they had kids. My brother actually is a pretty good poker player. So and they haven't been able to play in a really long time. So we're in Vegas, when better. So I think they're going to go out tonight and maybe play some poker, and I'll maybe watch movies with the kids or whatever. So I think we're giving ourselves just a little bit of rest time today. We went to the pool for several hours yesterday, which the kids loved, and it was totally fun for us too, but it is a little bit physically tiring when you're older and heavier. And so I think we're going to give ourselves a little break on that today and just kind of be a little bit more relaxed and that kind of thing. Tomorrow, Stacy and I think, are going to go to Citrus Paradise tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. While we go to Citrus Paradise, Aaron is going to take the kids to the lazy river. And then tomorrow night, Aaron and Stacy are meeting up with a couple of friends to have like a double date night. And the kids and I are going to be doing, I think that's when we're going to be doing our jelly bean tasting, which I think I'm going to film at least part of that so you guys can join in on the fun. And I think we're ordering pizza and, maybe doing some other fun stuff. Thursday night, Stacy got us tickets to go see TapeFace, which I'd never heard of him, but apparently he was on America's Got Talent, I think. And it looks like it's going to be really, really fun. So that's the plan for Thursday night. And then Friday, Stacy and I might be doing something a little bit out of character for me. So I will keep you guys in the loop after it happens. Okay, so anyway, that's just all for today, and I will be back soon to fill you guys in on the fun. Okay, so it is Tuesday night, and Aaron and Stacy went to go play poker. So everybody, by the time you're seeing this, it's over, but hopefully they win big. So that's what we're all hoping. While they are gone tonight, the kids and I are going to watch some movies later and have popcorn and get snuggly and relax. But before we do that, we are going to do a Jelly Belly tasting. So there's 40 flavors in here. Let's see. Reagan, what flavor are you most excited to try?
like new or that I already tried before?
Well, you said you know that you really like the berry blue and the watermelon, right?
Okay, well I haven't had popcorn in a while, so I'm excited to try popcorn.
Well, that's the popcorn.
Oh.
And then...
I'm excited to try popcorn and strawberry or
Okay,
cherry.
so there's 40 flavors, and then actually I have a bonus 5 flavors because this is a little bag of the Cold Stone Creamery flavors. But then what we're going to do, so we're going to taste these all. Logan's here too. He's going to do it with us, and Logan is going to be kind of our little scorekeeper, I guess, where we're going to, what are the categories? We decided that we would each decide after we taste each one if it's a 0, which means we don't like it at all, whether it's a 1, which means it's okay, 2 is yes, it's good, and 3 is going to be like, yes, that one's amazing. I would get that one every single time. So that's what we're going to do, just to be scientific and see which are the favorite flavors of the family. I'm pretty sure that I will really like the licorice and they will all hate it. But that's okay because my brother Aaron loves licorice too, and he will have a couple when he gets back.
Yeah.
That's the licorice, the black one. And then after we like taste the flavors, then we're going to do this fun thing where you can go online, and actually they give you this little booklet too, where there's where there's like recipes. So like basically that means you eat like two apples and 1 cinnamon together to make a candy apple kind of thing. And we're gonna try a couple of those and see if they are really good or what. So that was what the plan is. And I will maybe come back later after we're done and give you some of the results. But we're planning on having a really fun jelly bean tasting right now. So that's what's happening tonight on vacation.
I need to try this first. This is my first one.
So Stacy and I are on our way to Stitcher's Paradise, and I am unreasonably excited about it. So I don't know what it'll be like. As I said, I've never been to a stitching shop, and Stacy's never been to a stitching shop. She's only been stitching since like January, so she's really excited too. And so I have no idea what I'm planning to find or buy, except for them looking for that fabric for that mermaid project. And other than that, I just want to see what is exciting, which I'm sure will be a lot of things, and then I'm going to have to make choices because, you know, obviously I can't buy out the store. So I will show you guys, if I can take a few pictures in the store without it upsetting anybody, then maybe I will. If I can't, then, you know, I'll show you guys what I got when we're back at the hotel. So this is the fabric room at Stitcher's Paradise. And I found a really pretty fabric that I'm thinking about using for my mermaid. It's linen, so best laid plans to not use linen. But oh well. Hi, it is Wednesday afternoon, and Stacy and I got back from going to Stitcher's Paradise, and then after we went to Stitcher's Paradise, we had 2 more fun stops. We went to a foot massage place where they kind of do like the perimeter of your body. So they do the feet up to your knees massage, and then like your neck and your head. That's why my hair looks like so completely crazy, and your arms and stuff like that. It was really relaxing and nice, and it was a nice treat. And then on the way back to the hotel, we stopped at Dutch Brothers because you can only get it in, I think, Arizona and Nevada, and it is a favorite. So we stopped there. They have all kinds of sugar-free options, which is great. And we got some delicious coffee drinks and then fruit smoothies for the kids. We brought everything back. And now Aaron and Stacy, we ordered dinner and it's on its way here, but Aaron and Stacy are actually going out to dinner with some friends they haven't seen in a long time, so they're gonna have a kind of couples date. And then they actually might be going to play poker again because they had a really, really fun time last night. So that's great. And then the kids and I are going to have dinner. We're going to maybe do a little bit more jelly bean tasting because we didn't finish them all last night. The kids, very wisely, we had like 15 jelly beans and they were like, you know, it's too much sugar. Let's do the rest tomorrow. So we may do some more tonight, but I think we're going to stretch it out because I think maybe 10 flavors a night or a day is enough for everybody. And then the other thing that we're going to do, which may sound crazy, but the kids love pomegranates and they don't get to get them very often because they're so messy, and Stacy doesn't really like opening them, and I don't mind at all. So I got some gloves so it doesn't like stain my hands, but we're gonna have some fresh pomegranates, and then I think we're gonna watch some more movies with popcorn, and yeah, so that's what my plans are for this evening. And then tomorrow should be just kind of like a relaxing and stitching type day. I would show you all of the stuff that I got at Stitcher's Paradise, but we forgot the bags in the car, so I'll get them tonight when Aaron and Stacy get back. And because it's too hot to go out to the car unless you have to. It's like 125 right now. So yeah. So oh, you hear kids yelling in the background. Yeah, so tomorrow's gonna be stitching and just relaxing during the day, and then tomorrow night we have tickets to a show. So that will be fun. And then Friday, Stacy and I might be doing something kind of fun and exciting and different. So if that ends up happening again, I'm teasing, but I will bring you guys along for the ride on that. Yeah, Citrus Paradise was really fun. It was the teeniest bit overwhelming because it's a pretty small shop and it's just crammed full of stuff. I ended up getting a gorgeous fabric, I think, for my mermaid project. It is a linen, but it's so pretty, you know, so I think it's a smooth enough linen that I'm not going to have too much of a problem with it. If I look at it closer when I go to stitch and I really, really don't think I can handle it, then I will see about maybe dyeing something myself. But I got a big piece of that, and then I got 3 small pieces that were kind of in a remainders bin, and then I got a couple little patterns. So I will show you all that. I really kind of just saw a couple things and grabbed them and didn't spend a lot of time looking at a ton of stuff because I knew I didn't, as I said, it was a little overwhelming. B, physically, it's hard for me to stand in one spot, so I didn't really want to do that. And then, yeah, I just, I didn't want to see so much stuff that I wanted to spend so much money. I spent a reasonable amount for a fun trip like that. And I did get Stacy a piece of fabric. She found this project online that is just perfect for her personal journey right now, the stuff that she's going through in her life. She found a really, really perfect pattern for it, and it's all words and stuff, but she really loves pink, so she thought that she would adapt it and do it maybe 6 different colors of pink for all the different words and sayings on it, and doing it on a gray fabric would be gorgeous. And she found a really pretty 14 count mottled gray that she liked, and so she had them cut that, and then when she wasn't looking, I just had her put it in my bag, and I got that for her. So anyway, I will show you all the stuff in another segment. So yeah, I'm excited. It was a really fun trip, and I'm so glad that I can now say I have been to a local needle workshop. So yay, I'm now initiated in the LNS community. So anyway, that's the plans for tonight, and I will be back soon. Good morning. It is me from the future, actually. I realized I still hadn't shown you guys what I got at Stitcher's Paradise, and I filmed a couple clips since then, which I will put after this. So kind of the events are in chronological order, but I will probably put this clip after talking about going to Stitcher's Paradise. So right now it's Friday morning. there'll be a clip after this saying it's Thursday night. You guys get the gist. I also realized when I was reviewing my little clips that I've done some horizontally and some vertically on my phone, so I'm sorry if that is like confusing or looks weird. I have no idea what it's gonna look like when I put this all together. I guess I'm not a professional vlogger in any way, shape, or form. But anyway, I thought it would be fun just to quickly show you the stuff that I got, and then I will probably go over it like a little bit more in depth. I'll show you guys again when I do my next regular FlossTube video, which will be next weekend. So this I'm going to post on the Sunday when I get home, which would be the 12th, I think. And then I'll do a regular FlossTube video the following Sunday. So, first thing I got is I got the Halloween, is this just cross stitch? Yeah, just cross stitch Halloween ornament edition. I kind of decided a while ago that magazines were totally not worth it for me to get, just because there's not enough stuff in them that I want to stitch, with the exception being the Halloween edition, because there are a lot of things I want to stitch in this. There actually is a whole section, black cat section. Let me get to it. And I like several of these patterns, so eventually I might want to stitch that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. So yeah. So I've been looking at this actually for a while, and it was sitting on the counter at Stitch Paradise when I paid, and I'm like, hey, I'll take that too, because I was gonna have to order it. So as long as it's sitting there, I decided I'd get it. Okay, so that was the magazine. Let me do the fabric that I grabbed. So the main piece of fabric that I got was the one that I'm planning to use for my mermaid project. They had a big selection of fabric, but by and large it was linens. The exciting stuff was linens, which, you know, I've said 1,000 times, linen's not my favorite, but this was so pretty that I decided to go ahead and get it. And then if I don't like it, or I can't stitch on it, or it's just not bringing me the joy that I want while I'm doing the project, I will save it for something else, something smaller, and I will try dyeing a piece of fabric that I have an even wave. But this is a 28 count Mystic, Crystal Mystic, and I don't know what my lighting is like here. In the camera, to me, it's just looking like it's black, but it's actually a dark blue with these green tones in it. It's really pretty. Oops, sorry, I shook the whole thing. Anyway, again, I don't know what the lighting's doing out here. I'm under the shade outside because it's like 97 already. But it's really, really pretty. I think the mermaid would look really gorgeous on it. It's just going to be whether or not I can stitch on it comfortably, because it is a rather large project. It is a Bella Filipina, so it's going to take quite a while to do it, and I want to make sure that I'm enjoying the process. Then I asked if they had any like remainder bin kind of things, just to get a couple small pieces, and I kind of went through those, and again, they're all linens, but again, so pretty that I went for it. So this is the Picture This Plus Crystal Kermit. I've seen Kermit before, I've never seen it crystal, and you know me and the Opalescent fabrics, I love them all. And this piece it's 28 count linen, and it's 13 by 18. So it's a decent size. I didn't want to get anything that was so small it could only be an ornament piece. This is 28 count, 13 by 13. It's a crystal conifer, sort of a gray-green. And then the last, oops, glued on. The last piece I got is not crystal. It is called, oh, it doesn't say. It just says miscellaneous piece of linen, but it is like this gorgeous pink and peach sort of mottled. And it just really caught my eye. And this one is 13 by 17. Okay, then I got, so the patterns I got basically, which I mentioned before, the place is just chock full. And of course, models all over the walls, and I just, physically it was a little too much to just stand there and look through things. There was also a lot of like needlepoint canvases, which were so cool, but needlepoint canvases are really, really expensive because they're hand painted, the good ones, so that wasn't gonna happen. But I did see a couple of models that I'd never seen before that caught my eye, and one of them was like way out of print, so she's like, yeah, I gotta take that one off the wall. The other one was this little mermaid. You know, it's summer, I have a thing for mermaids. This is from Dames of the Needle, and so I guess this is an older chart. I don't see like I don't see a date, but it's called M is for Mermaid. I just really like the way the waves in the mermaid were done. I don't know if I would actually stitch the word part, and I thought this would look really pretty on that conifer, that piece of conifer. So that might be a thing, and it comes with the little buttons in the back, the little star-shaped sort of, they look like maybe they're shell. They're made out of shell. But, so I got that chart. And then another chart or model that I saw that I went, ooh, that's pretty. What is that? And it was actually a free pattern. It's called Midnight Meow by North Corbett. So I don't know what the colors are supposed to be, but the way it was stitched up, the cat was black and the wings were like this bright red color. So, and I just did that mermaid that was free, and it was a cute little pattern. It was really quick to stitch, so yeah. That one I think is definitely going to be stitched up. And then the last pattern that I got, I looked at a few racks, and this was in the rack with the Counted Canvas project, so you know I really enjoyed those, and so there wasn't anything, you know, that I hadn't seen really until I saw this one. It did have like a thread pack attached to it, which I didn't want because I have a lot of threads and I tend to change colors anyway. And the thread pack seemed to be a little bit expensive to me. The thread pack was like $60 and I didn't think that I needed that. But the chart itself was only $8, and again, it's a Counted Canvas. It's called Miss Otis. But the background I really like, the pattern that's in the background and the pattern of the pot. That looks like it'd be really fun to stitch. So, and if I change the little chin to kind of black chin instead, it would look like my cat that I lost several years ago, Herbie. Because he was a little tuxedo guy. So that's it. That was my big haul from Stitcher's Paradise. It was wonderful to be able to go, and I realized I only got like a few things, and they're kind of like weird. Like, why did I pick those? I don't know what caught my eye at the moment, and I enjoyed it. I'm glad that I got to have that experience. You know, I will say that, like, for me, someone who doesn't have an LNS, I am perfectly fine kind of ordering stuff online. I don't know that I would like take the time to call like a store like that doesn't have an online ordering system. I guess I would if I had a specific idea of what I wanted, but you know, I enjoy shopping online. I enjoy going on 123stitch and looking through all the stuff at my leisure, and you know, ordering stuff that way. I like the fact that it comes really quick. I order a lot of stuff on eBay too, because then it's discounted. But I'm really, really glad that I had a chance to go. And it was a gorgeous store. If you're ever in Las Vegas and have a half an hour or so to go to another LNS, then I do recommend you go there and have a good time. My niece and nephew were all like, oh, you're gonna get recognized by people. Of course I didn't. There wasn't anybody really in the store. There was Gina, the lady who, I don't know if she owns it or just works there, I don't know, but she was the person who was working there. And then there were two ladies who were sitting there stitching. One seemed to be teaching the other one, and I don't know that anybody worked there, if they were just there for enjoyment. One of my friends had said, if you can go into the back room, go into the back room. I did mention that to Gina, and she said the back room's closed. It has been since COVID, so nobody's going back there. We're close to the airport. I did say, you know, my friend had said, oh, there's all kinds of boxes with patterns and charts and stuff. She goes, yeah, there's all kinds of boxes back there. I can pull them out if you want. But as I said, I didn't want to take up too much time doing that kind of thing. So we just kind of had a quick look around. We looked for the fabric. She was really helpful with finding some fabric, although, as I said, she didn't have any kind of like darker fabrics or crystal fabrics that were in an even weave. So I went ahead and got the linen. And still not 100% sure if I'm going to use it for my project or if it's just going to be a sort of an inspiration piece. I may end up dyeing my own fabric, which sometimes that's actually better because I find, you know, because I did it. So I will keep you guys posted. And today is Friday. As I said, there's going to be more clips going backwards, but we will have another really fun day today, and then we're heading tomorrow. It is about 11 o'clock on Thursday night. We got back not too long ago from seeing a show. We saw TapeFace at Harris. It was really great. I never heard of him before, but apparently he was a finalist on America's Got Talent, and yeah, it was very, very fun. It was, you know, good for the kids and the adults. It was really, really an enjoyable show. So I'm so glad that Stacy and Aaron decided to treat everybody to a show since we were in Vegas. I think it was kind of like they felt bad with the luau being canceled for the kids, so they wanted to do something, and this was it was such a great choice. So, I mean, if you ever have a chance to see him, I think we actually saw the original TapeFace, but it is kind of an act that he has branded and has taught other people the act. If you're not familiar, I guess he does like mime comedy, I guess you call it. He's almost like a modern day Charlie Chaplin, I would say. He has tape on his face and like heavy black eyeliner, eye makeup, and his hair's all crazy, and it's just, he does really, really, you know, some clever stuff. It's a lot of like audience participation, bringing people up and having them do things, and it was very like COVID safe kind of thing. Like they had kind of like a helper person who came out every time that they were bringing somebody on stage. And at the beginning of the show, she came out and she kind of a little act type thing and warm up of the audience. And she said, you know, if you bring people up, or if you come up on stage, there's 3 things to remember. Watch your step, sanitize. They had like hand sanitizer there, so they had everybody sanitize their hands when they came up. And the 3rd thing is don't be a dick. So that was like everybody that came up on the stage, she was there to remind them to watch your step, sanitize your hands, don't be a dick. So it was really funny, and it was very family friendly kind of thing. And Hudson just, oh my God, he loved it so much. And then after the show, we all got like VIP bags, and Stacy's like, we had no idea like if everybody was like a VIP, because there were like little swag bags that had t-shirts and stuff, and she didn't like pay extra for that. In fact, she had gotten tickets that were a little bit off to the side because they were a little bit less expensive. And when we sat down, one of the ushers came and said, hey, you guys can go over here, and he moved us to this very center. So we were like maybe 3 or 4 rows back, and just right there. So we had great seats, and then after the show, he was there to take pictures for free. You know, you kind of got on a little line that moved very, very quickly, and the like helper person took your camera and took the pictures for you. So I have pictures attached of the kids with TapeFace and kids before the show, and we just had a really great time. So as I said, it's about 11 o'clock, so I am ready to kind of settle in for the night and, you know, take my medicine, watch some TV, and go to sleep. And then Stacy and I are doing our special thing tomorrow, so I will see you guys then. Bye. Stacy and I are here at our exciting Friday destination, so I'm going to turn the phone around and you guys will see what we're doing. Okay, we are done. I just got my very first and probably only tattoo. I got a butterfly because I really have been enjoying having the little temporary tattoos on me to remind me of my mom. And Stacey's been wanting to get a significant tattoo for her, and I just went, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get a tattoo. And my mom didn't really like tattoos, but you know, here's the thing about my mom. My mom didn't want me to get my ears pierced when I got them, and then after I did and she got used to it, she loved it. She picked out earrings for me, and when I worked in a jewelry store and did ear piercings, who do you think the first person I did a double piercing on was? That's right, my mom. When I colored my hair, kind of crazy colors, at first she was like, that's a little odd, and within a week she was loving it. So my mom was very adaptable, and I know that she may have looked askance if I said I wanted to get a tattoo, but once I got one, especially this pretty little butterfly for her, I think she would love it. So I'm really happy I did it. I'm glad I was with Stacy, and I'm glad I did it on a vacation when it is a special memory. And yeah, so it's been a fun and interesting morning. So we're back to the hotel. We're going to pick up lunch, and I think we're going to, you know, we have to pack today. We're going to probably, I know we're watching a special movie tonight that they want me to see, and then we may be doing a bubble party in the jacuzzi bathtub. So anyway, that's what's going on today on Friday. So we're all packed up and ready to go. It's about 9:30 on Saturday morning. I'm packed up. I don't know if everybody else is yet, but I'm a little sad for vacation to be over, but I mean, it's not quite over. We're gonna have the drive home, and so the kids will probably watch movies in the car, and Stacy and I will chit chat with Aaron, and I think we might stop at Eddie's World on the way home to get a few like snack things that we can't get in real life, kind of thing. Yeah, so I have no idea what time I'm gonna get home. I guess it just depends on traffic. It could be 4 hours, it could be 12 hours, you know. We'll just have to see. I am looking forward to seeing Bagheera again. My friend that was coming over to check on him actually saw him the other day, because he always goes under my dresser, but she could see his little face sticking out. But he was eating normally and everything. The food was gone, so he wasn't starving himself this time. Which is nice. My wrist feels 100% fine. No pain or anything. It was a little like weepy yesterday, kind of like seeped out from this steri tape, I guess, that he put on it. The only thing I'm concerned about is he said to leave this like plastic stuff on for like a week. He said it's like a surgical tape, like what they use when you have an operation. They'll put it over the incision, and it has antibacterial stuff like impregnated in it. So you're supposed to leave it on for a week before you take it off. I guess that's like a new method of aftercare for a new tattoo. I'm concerned it's gonna come off because it's lifting on the one side, and I think Stacy's having that same issue. So we may like stop at a CVS and get just some like surgical tape type stuff, and just so we can put it over it, and just make sure that it stays secure for the week that it's supposed to be protected. It's been a fun trip. I'm really sorry for it to be over and get back to the real world. My car is in the shop. I haven't heard from my mechanic guy, so I'm going to probably have to text him today and find out what's going on, if I'm going to be able to pick up my car tomorrow, if I'm going to have to figure out a way to get to work without a car. So I guess it might mean I'm lifting it or Ubering it to work on Monday, but that's a problem for tomorrow. I don't want to deal with that today. So anyway, I just thought I'd come on here, do a little quick update, and I'm sure I will do a final wrap up when I get home tonight, show you guys how much Baggy's loving on me, because I have a feeling even if he's mad when I first get home, he will be all over me tonight. And then I will edit and hopefully get this up on around my regular time tomorrow on Sunday. So thanks for sticking with me. So we're on the road, and we did a couple of stops. We're actually stopped right now for lunch at Peggy Sue's 50s Diner. We did a quick stop at Alien Jerky just to go to the bathroom, and Hudson got a little toy. And then we also are stopping at Eddie's World to get a few snacks. So I will insert pictures of the places. You guys get a lovely view of all of the sites that are between Las Vegas and California, which is not a lot. Are you happy to see me, baby cat? Yeah. Hey, I I'm home. It's 6:30 on Saturday. Just got in. Our drive was a lot less trafficy this time. I think because we were traveling on Saturday instead of a Sunday. So I think we hit traffic at one point and it added maybe an hour to our drive, but for the most part, we left at 11, got to my house at 6:30, and that is including 2 small short stops, actually 3 short stops for gas and bathroom breaks, and then we also stopped for lunch. So really, it was not a bad drive at all. I got home, Baggy was under a chair, but as soon as I talked to him for a few minutes, he came right out and was all over me, giving me the kisses. I just threw him some treats, so everything is all normal. My apartment was stuffy as all get out, so first thing I did was turn on the air conditioning and fan to try and get some air circulation in here. But other than that, things are back to normal, I guess. So tomorrow I will be editing this vlog together and posting it, unpacking, maybe picking up my car if it is ready. I don't know if it will be. If it isn't, I guess I'm going to be trying to get an Uber or a Lyft to work next week. So I will cross that bridge when I come to it. But anyway, I'm happy to be home. I'm also sad the vacation is over. I think the evenings this week are going to be both kind of relaxing and quiet, and also on the lonely side because I'm gonna miss hanging with the fam. But I didn't get a lot of stitching done this week. I think that is often quite the case when people go on vacations. You think you're gonna do a ton of stitching and you don't. So I just did a little bit, but I'm glad I had it with me. I'm glad I had all the adventures that I did have with Aaron and Stacy and the kids. I had a great time, and yeah, so thank you for coming along with me for the ride. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope it gave you just a little taste of the sights between California and Las Vegas, and a little bit of the stuff in Las Vegas. Thank you as always for being a part of my life and my journey. And I will see you guys next week for a regular FlossTube video. I'll go over all the stuff that I got on this trip, as well as maybe a little bit of what happened, but not as in-depth as this video has been. So thanks again for watching, and until I see you again, please remember to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Carla. Bye.